Hey, we are back with Hate Watching, Cheese in the Trap, episode 16. The last episode was really emotional. We got to finally get more of an in-depth look at how Beckina thinks and what's going on with her emotionally. The way that things went down, the things that she said, she seemed like she actually did have feelings for Yoo Jung, and she actually thought that Yoo Jung's dad thought of her as his own daughter, and it was really sad to watch her reality crumbling around her. She was forced out of that denial that she had been in for so long, and that denial was there to protect her as a coping mechanism. Her believing that these people actually loved her made her feel safe. Beckino knew the truth, and this was probably why Beckino had to just leave her there in the past. There was no way he was going to be able to get her to see things for what they really are. I remember the first time I watched this drama, I hated Beckina. I thought she was just so annoying and she's just evil. But watching that go down, it was really sad because now that I'm older and wiser, I realize who the real villain is in this story. And it's not Beckina, it's not Yoo Jung. I think there is one giant asshole that we can't overlook. Yoo Jung's dad. And if you want to even go back further, it would be Beckino and Beckina's aunt that was physically abusing them as children. But yeah, I always bring it back to the parents. But to be fair, even if we have horrible parents, we still have free will. We can still choose who we become. So I'm not saying it's all on the parents. Everyone needs to take accountability. It's just that the parents are the bigger assholes. So the last episode consisted of Beckina learning the hard way that she doesn't have a dad that really loves her, and her pushing Seol into traffic. That was really the two main things that happened. Spoiler alert, she's not gonna die. It was not the white truck of doom. Wouldn't it be crazy if she did die?
그래, 어쩌면 아닌 척했지만 나도 신경이 쓰였나 봐. 서늘하고 외롭고.
Oh my gosh.
아이 같은.
He needs a mommy. He's childlike because he had to suppress his emotions and his desires. His dad stunted his development. He raised Yoo Jung so badly that he stunted Yoo Jung's emotional development. He made him into a sociopath. There's no excuses for that. That's just insane. And so he needs an actual healthy parental figure to pick up where he left off. So Seol has come in and has become like his mom and has been teaching him like right and wrong. In real life, I would say don't do that. But for K-drama world, it worked out, and Seol actually had a positive impact on him.
교통사고로 인한 뇌출혈과 오른쪽 갈비뼈 골절로 인한 폐 그리고 간 손상이 있었는데 현재 수술은 잘 끝났습니다.
With Seol there, paying attention to him and watching him doing these shady things and seeing the consequences, she could see it clearly. Whereas Yoo Jung had a distorted perspective, but she could see it clearly and she could call it out and be like, hey, this is what you did, and this is the effect it had, and this is like the bad stuff that's happening because of that. So it helped him see things for what they really were instead of through his distorted lens. So Seol was basically like his therapist, but I wouldn't recommend a relationship where you're like the person you're dating's therapist.
유나한테 사고가 생겨서.
Oh shit. She's in jail. Well, as well she should be.
너 또 무슨 일이야? 여기 왜 있어? 네가 또 뭐야? 너 또 여기 왜? 무슨 짓을 했는지 알아? 야, 애가 무서워하잖아. 왜 이래 진짜?
사고야. 네가 나한테 그러지 말았어도 이런 일 없었잖아. 너 때려!
쓰레기 같은 게 씨. 아니, 말에 하나 소리 잘못되기라도 하면 너도 가만 안 둬. 죽여버릴 거라고.
Beckino's expression is like this because he's never heard Yoo Jung speak so harshly to Beckina. He said he was gonna kill her. In the past, Yoo Jung was the one that always stood up for Beckina. So Beckino is like, holy shit, something really bad must have just happened.
병원 어디야? 네가 무슨 염치로 서리 얼굴을 봐?
This isn't Beckino's fault, dude. Yeah, Beckino, he's an innocent, but he was just trying to play the piano, man. Beckino's gonna take responsibility for it because it's his sister. Don't do it, Beckino. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, bro. It's not your fault. My dudes, do not blame Beckino.
죄송합니다. 이유가 있을 거 아니야, 이유가. 제가
No! See, I told you.
책임지겠습니다.
무슨 책임을 어떻게 질 건데?
They should be mad at Yoo Jung, not Beckino.
어떻게 된 거야? 백이나 어디 갔어요? 그 무슨 서류 같은 것도 가져와서 자기들이 이나 법정 대리인이라고.
누가 데려갔어요?
그 테란그룹 비서실장.
일단 사건 처리될 때까진 이쪽에서 보호하겠습니다.
보호는 무슨 보호?
Well, it's clear Beckina is having a mental episode.
네, 지시하신 대로 조치했습니다.
You should be ashamed of yourself, dude.
오늘은 면회하실 수 없습니다. 내일 다시 오시죠.
내 허락도 없이 데려와놓고 무슨 소리야? 나 백이나 동생이야!
조용히 하시죠.
Beckino,
좋은 말로 할 때 백이나 데려와.
don't.
백이나 어딨어? 백이나 어딨어?
계속 이러실 건가요? 끌려나고 싶으세요?
Yeah, calm down. Calm down. It's not gonna help the situation if you're in jail too. Holy shit. Whew. I got scared for him for a second. I was like, no, 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 don't lock Beckino up, please.
내가 그 아저씨한테 어떻게 했는데 날 도와주지는 못할 망정 여기다 쳐넣어.
야 유정이 아니라 아저씨가 너 여기 쳐넣은 거야?
내가 그동안 유정 그 자식 뒤치다거리하면서 어떻게 살아왔는데 유정 걱정한다고 나한테 물어보고 부탁할 땐 언제고 여기다 날 쳐뒀냐고. 여기 들어오면 유정 그 자식이잖아. 이거 네가 아저씨 때 가서 빌든 사정하든 뭐든 해봐. 나 진짜 미칠 것 같아. 나 여기 너무 싫어. 나 나갈래 그냥. 가자.
한다고.
그리고 제가 병원에 아는 분이 좀 있어서 실력 있는 분들로 특별히 신경 써달라고 부탁해 놨으니까 크게 걱정 안 하셔도 될 겁니다. 그리고 병원비도 신경 쓰지 마세요. 제 아들 친구인데 저한테도 남의 일이 아니죠. 제가 도와드릴 수 있게 해주세요.
그럼 지금 이나를 정신병원에 보내셨단 말씀이세요?
이나 그 아이가 하던 짓을 봐. 아니 그게 어디 제정신으로 할 일이야? 한원장 말로는 망상장애나 충동조절장애로 의심된다던데 뭐 그 정도면 정신치료 조건으로 불기소 처분은 받을 수 있을 거다.
이번엔 이나를 정신병자로 만드시게요. 자기가 한 일에 아무런 책임도 지지 않게요.
이게 재판까지 간다고 생각해봐. 그 이나 입에서 태랑 이름 네 이름이 안 나온다면 보장할 수 있어?
어떻게 서류 생각은 조금도 안 하세요?
뭐 혹시라도 잘못됐으면 또 골치 아팠을 텐데 다행이야.
장애가 남을 수도 있다고요.
그럼 보상해 주면 되는 거고.
Oh, wow.
병원비 일체 필요하다면 합의금하고 보상금도 지불할 생각이다. 그럼 그의 부모도 문제 삼지는 않겠지. 저 아이도 너 아니었으면 이런 일 겪지 않아도 됐을 텐데.
너만 내 옆에 있으면 된다고 생각했는데 이해할 수 없었어. 사람들이 왜 그런 얼굴로 날 보는지. 근데 이젠 알 것 같다. 너 다시 내면 뛰지 마. 보고 있기 역겨워서. 아주 가관이네. 한 사람은 카드 도둑에 한 사람은 속옷 도둑. 형 부모님 형 이러는 거 알아? 아무리 흉내내고 발버둥 쳐도 똑같이 될 순 없지. 너도 이미 깨닫고 있지 않아? 내가 줄게 그 돈. 서리 옆에서 떨어져 주는 조건으로.
They're looking at him like how Yoo Jung was looking at his own dad just a minute ago in the hospital.
내가 짓밟은 건 그들의 마음이고 감정이었다는 거.
Oh my gosh, he's crying for the first
그게
time.
얼마나 아픈 건지.
목숨은 건졌으니 됐다. 뭐 혹시라도 잘못됐으면 또 골치 아팠을 텐데 다행이야.
깨어난데도 이전처럼 생활하기 힘들지도 몰라요.
그럼 보상해 주면 되는 거고.
난 왜 몰랐을까? 결국 네가 이렇게 되고서야.
Oh, and she's awake.
아무 말도 하지 마요. 어떻게 된 건지도 알고 왜 그랬는지도 알고 지금 선배가 어떤 맘일지도 알겠어.
내 옆에 있으면 넌 또 상처받고 다치게 될지도 몰라.
불안해하지 마요. 나 절대 도망 안 쳐.
동생분 또 와 있어요. 집에도 안 가고 며칠째 밤새 기다리고 있는데 영양제라도 맞으면 좀 나을 텐데 그거마저 거부하고 링거 꼽으면 빼버리고. 진짜 잠시만이에요.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to prepare myself for this interaction.
야 이 바보 새끼야. 네가 뭘 저랬다고 그러고 있어. 너 여기서 나가고 싶다면서 자꾸 그럼 다 네가 정신병자인 줄 알 거 아니야. 네 옆에 아무도 없는 거 아니야. 그러니까 인생 다 끝난 사람처럼 포기하지 마. 나는 누나가 필요하단 말이야. 그러니까 밥은 꼭 챙겨 먹어. 나 계속 밖에서 기다릴게.
When Yoo Jung threw her out, Yoo Jung's dad abandoned her, and she said, "How am I going to live now?" It's like she didn't even think about Beckino when Beckino has been supporting her a lot. Actually, throughout this whole drama, a lot of the support has been coming from him. I think the problem is that Beckina feels abandoned by Beckino from back when they were kids. And she has said before that the biggest asshole to her in her life is Beckino. which is not true, but that's how she perceives it. Her being like pulled out of this denial, it will restore her and her brother's relationship. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know.
근데 선배는 아직도 연락 없어?
진짜 이상하네. 누나 깨어날 때까지만 해도 있었는데.
What we're seeing now is noble idiocy, and it's a stupid trope. We see Yu Jung becoming more mature and actually like growing as a person. And then he does the noble idiocy, which is when one of the leads abandons the other because they think that they would be better off without them. In order to save Seol, he has to abandon her. And it's stupid. I mean, yeah, maybe the best thing for them would to not be in a relationship, but certainly the best thing is not to ghost her when she's in the hospital recovering from a serious injury. You know how much stress that's gonna add? She's actually walking? How long has it been?
아무리 사죄를 해도 부족하겠지만
Bro, at least you're here to apologize. Yu Jung won't even freaking do that. What an asshole.
너도 마음고생 많았다.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for not blaming Becky, no. This guy has been through enough. Holy shit.
백이나 씨를 용서해서가 아니에요.
Oh.
그냥 너무 지치고 피곤하고.
I think she's doing it for him, honestly. Because of her relationship with Becky No, she doesn't want to hurt him any more than he already is. Becky Na does deserve jail time. Let's be real. Yeah, I don't know what the right move is here.
회사를 그만둔다니.
어릴 때 전 아버지가 절 이상하게 생각하는 게 너무 싫었어요. 그래서 참고 숨기고 드러내지 않으려고 노력하고. 저 아버지한테 정말 잘 보이고 싶었거든요.
Yeah, dude, your fault.
어차피
He
난
freaked
이해받지
out
못하.
on Becky Na when she said that Yu Jung was weird. When she got it from the dad. The dad was saying that stuff about him way before Becky Na and Becky No were in the picture. The dad practically gaslights Becky Na. What? You think he's weird? How could you? This is so ridiculous. She was like, what the fuck is happening? I thought this was like a well-known fact.
사는 사람이니까 다른 사람을 이해할 필요도 없다고 생각했었나 봐요. 가짜는 피해 의식 때문에 사람들을 멋대로 분류하고
Oh my
판단하고
gosh. What, Yu Jung is
상처 입히고
spitting bars.
그 상처가 얼마나 무서운 건지도 알지 못하고 난 이상하지 않다고 부정해 왔었는데 이제 솔직히 잘 모르겠어요. 그래서 지금 저한테 시간이 좀 필요해요.
Well, Yu Jung, I can tell you right now, you're not as weird as your freaking dad. So be happy about that, at least.
내가 진짜 어떤 사람인지 알고 싶어요.
Is that the book he got signed for Becky now?
난 너 용서 안 해. 이제 우리 다신 보지 말자, 백이나.
난 싫어. 너랑 나랑 인우 우리 셋이 좋았잖아.
더 이상 과거에 발목 잡히지 말자.
수속은 이미 해뒀으니 내일 중으로 퇴원하실 수 있을 겁니다.
처벌이 어떻게 나오든 북은 백이나 스스로 감당하게 해.
어쨌든 고맙다. 그동안 미안했어. 몰랐어. 나랑 백이나가 네 맘 다치게 해왔다는 거.
짐 정리하다 찾았어. 그때 줬으면 좋았을 걸.
This means nothing to me. And the reason this means nothing to me is because, for one, nothing can justify what Yu Jung did to Becky No. But also, it would require a misunderstanding on Becky No's part only. Yu Jung went crazy with his misunderstandings, whereas Becky No, he didn't do anything insane. So yeah, this means nothing to me. It doesn't make Yu Jung look like any less of a psycho. I don't like how it's kind of insinuating that by Becky No being shocked that he has the book, like, oh, he really did care. No, he really didn't care. A friend wouldn't do what Yu Jung did. The average person wouldn't even do that to an enemy. It's freaking insane. So you can take your book and shove it, Yu Jung.
이런 거 사올 생각 있었으면 진즉에 왔어야지.
그러게 좀 서운하네.
다 들었어요. 선배가 백이나 씨한테 한 일. 백이나 씨가 왜 나한테 그랬는지.
Yeah, what you did to Becky Na and what
솔직히
she then did to Seol.
선배 조금 원망했어요. 근데 떨어져 있는 동안 생각해 보니까 결과적으로 그건 사고예요. 그러니까 우리
Oh shit. Okay, oh my gosh. Seol's doing her thing where she catches Yu Jung doing something very bad and she just sweeps it under the rug and is like, let's just keep going. I just decided that this was an accident. It wasn't an accident. I mean, yeah, maybe Becky didn't intend for you to get hit by a car, but she did say, "저거!" and push you into traffic. And this is why Yu Jung's gonna cut her off and be like, nope, no. It was not an accident. I hope he is the one that's not gonna be in denial and gonna be able to see things clearly for once. Let's do it.
너 혼자 모든 걸 다 안고 갈 수 없어서라. 우리 헤어지자.
왜요? 난 괜찮은데.
근데 나 너 혼자 힘들고 지치고 상처받는 동안 네가 왜 그러는지 솔직히 잘 이해 못했어. 문제는 나한테 있는데 노력해야 할 사람은 나였는데.
Oh my gosh. He's become self-aware.
내가 널 정말 잘 사랑할 수 있을 때 그때 너 다시 보고 싶어.
He needs to go get a therapist and then come back in a couple years or so. Oh, she noticed he took the ring off. She's like, you bastard, now I can never come to this coffee shop again.
그러니까 내가 처음에 그랬잖아. 인상이 별로라고.
인우 형 다시 왔으면 좋겠다.
You know!
뭐야?
이거 내부? 꼭 드리고 싶었거든요.
Oh, he gave him thermal underwear. I think there's a meaning behind giving someone thermal underwear in South Korea. Okay, the giving of thermal underwear, or naebok, was a custom that started in the 1970s because it was a luxury gift. The children, when they got a job and got their first paycheck, they would give their parents naebok as a symbol of filial piety to thank their parents for their support.
오랜만에 왔는데 국수나 한그릇 먹고 가.
금방 말아줄게.
아 그래 형 빨리 먹고 가.
Him giving the mom and dad here the long johns, the thermal underwear, it's saying, I see you as my parents and thank you for letting me be a part of your family. And notice how their actual son didn't even understand the significance of the gift. I think that says a lot.
나 아무것도 후회하지 않으려고요. 그러니까 그쪽도 그랬으면 좋겠어요.
개털, 너 많이 컸다?
네 변호사가 다 해결해주고 갔어.
무슨 소리야, 변호사라니?
진짜로 네 돈 다 갚아주고 갔어.
유정?
Hey! Oh, Becky나?
사회봉사 200시간? 뭔 처벌이 그래?
뭐 벌금도 500인가 뭐. 당신도 약식해서 상관없다 그러놓고 뭘.
아니, 그거야 인호 봐서 그런 거지.
나 백이나 이제 와서 이런 말하기 좀 그렇지만 미안했다. 그리고 유정 오늘 3시 비행기야. 이건 말해주고 싶었어.
3 years later.
졸업 후 난 원하던 회사에 취직을 했다. 내 일상은 여전히 치열하고 반복적이다. 어딜 가나 오영곤 같은 사람이 있고 손민수 같은 동기가 있고 상철 선배 같은 사수도 있다. 여전히 나는 관계들 속에
It's one of the horrible realities of life. The idiots in school are gonna be the idiots in work, and it never ends. That's very depressing.
아무리 말해도 성격은 안 고쳐지네.
Is he with Becky now?
아참 백인호 씨 성한대 음대 합격했대. 이제 손도 다 나은 모양이던데.
Good.
이나 씨, 이나 씨.
Oh my gosh, they're together.
아직 물론 안 됐는데.
아 진짜 여자를 왜 이렇게 기다리게 만드는 건데? 보고 싶었단 말이야.
아니, 나도 보고 싶었어요.
나는 당연히 보고 싶겠지.
Aww.
세계적인 피아니스트 백인호 씨가 밝은 곡을 또 쳐주신다고 하네요. 어떡해. 네, 제가 부탁 맞아요.
That's so cute. Alright, let's see what these emails say. 보고 싶어요, 선배. I miss you. I want to see you. 오늘은 정말 today really the weather is chilly. It's already fall. 선배 잘 지내는 거죠? I think that means everything's been good, right? 야호, 축하해주세요, 선배. Hooray! Congratulate me, 선배. 오늘 눈이 왔어요. It snowed today. Merry Christmas. He just says his name. ... 계절이 바뀌었어요. 새해 복 많이 받아요.
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. 감기에 걸었어요. This says she caught a cold. 코록 must be like the sound of a cough. 코록.
Holy, holy.
holy. 코록. Yep, the sound of a cough. 생각나서 메일 보내요. I thought of you, so I sent you an email. 시간이 something 많이 흐렸어요. 잘 지내요. So the subjects of these emails are indicating the passage of time. We know that 3 years have passed. It seems like from this email down, those were sent probably within half a year or so. And then these could have been sent like once every 6 months to a year. I wanted to read these because I wanted to see how hung up on him she is. It's giving pathetic, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. I would never chase a dude, especially a dude that got me hit by a car. If it was just like sending messages on holidays, that's one thing. But sending him an email when she gets a cold, like, don't you feel bad for me? I'm sick.
더 알아가고 싶은 사람이 갈수록 적어진다는 사실에 내 안에 그런 열정이 점점 사라져간다는 사실에 씁쓸해진다.
It's gonna turn to red.
설아.
Oh my gosh. This ended differently than what I remember, actually. I thought I knew the ending. I thought it was going to be much more depressing. I think I had such a negative view of the ending the first time I watched it because I didn't understand what this drama was trying to say. I was watching it because I wanted to see a cute romance and I was shipping Seol and Bekino together. But with this watch through, I didn't have any expectations. I just wanted to see the story for what it was. I wasn't trying to force any ship to sail. And I realized if someone goes into this drama expecting to see a cute rom-com, they're going to be disappointed because this is obviously depicting toxic relationships. Cheese in the Trap is actually a psychological life drama. So the purpose of this drama isn't to be romantic. The purpose is actually to showcase character development. My favorite. Speaking of, this is crazy to me, but the first time I watched this drama, I hated Bekina, and now she is my favorite character arc of this entire drama. She's not my favorite character, but she's my favorite character arc. My favorite character is obviously Bekino, but also another surprising thing to me is that I really like Oh Young-gon. He's really fun and he's a really well-written and well-acted character with a very interesting character arc. I think I used to judge characters based on whether or not I would want to be friends with them in real life. But now I judge characters based on how well they're written and how consistent their character is, how believable they feel. I just want well-written characters. That's all I'm asking. Anyway, now that I understand the purpose of this drama, I don't have second lead syndrome anymore. I'm cured. But if you're still having some trouble with this drama, don't worry, I got you. I'm going to make one more video on Cheese in the Trap. It's going to be my final analysis video, and I'm going to go over the details of what the purpose of the drama is, each character's character development. I'll go over a literary device that is used in Cheese in the Trap. I'll also give some critiques as per usual. So in the next video, it's going to get very technical, and it's going to be a deep dive. This is my favorite part. It takes a lot of work though, but it's gonna be interesting. So meet me back here for my final video on Cheese in the Trap. See ya!